relax, just get sat down and say nothing.
Say nothing.
Right, little hedgy pig.
Kill bay. Right, and then if you pass me the tray, they're all sterile, so just don't touch. And then if you basically just tip it out into there, they're all sterile. That's it.
Okay.
One of the major benefits that we have of having a vet that comes into the rescue is that more of our hedgehogs are being able to be seen. Previously, we would have to choose the sickest of the sick for the slots that we had available within private practice, whereas now we'd be being able to have all of those seen in one day, possibly, and give the best treatment that we're able to give to them.
Breath holding still? This whole idea of the theatre next to the rehabilitation centre came about when Lisa came into where I was working. She brought us some hedgehogs and would bring, at the start, 2, 3 of the worst affected ones. And it would almost become a challenge. Well, no, come on, bring some more. We can deal with it. The next time it was 5, 6. And then from there it kind of grew. We would collaborate on, well, why did you bring this one and not another one? Because she was often struggling with deciding who to bring in because we had a limited time. And it got to the point where not only were the financial side of things getting quite tough because the powers that be said it had to cost X amount, it was also getting difficult in deciding why one patient should be treated over another. Amongst other things in private practice, it led us, out of necessity, led Lisa to bring the idea to me of, well, what do you need? What can I build for us to go forward? The first thing that we had to discuss was, where's the money going to come from? Me and my dad did a bike ride to raise money for that. I'd only told him 2 weeks before that we were doing it. So we managed to raise quite a bit of money to help move the project forward quickly. But not only did we do a bike ride, there was other people that did amazing things. One guy from another charity ran a marathon to help raise money. And then all the other fundraising that Lisa did through social media and things like that. Without volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do all the work that we're doing at the moment. Lisa has a great team of volunteers, but often I need help from people that have different expertise, namely nurses. Nurses are hugely important to the work of a vet. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do our job. I'm lucky enough that Keris is willing to give up a lot of her spare days off to come and help us. I know she gets a lot of enjoyment out of it, but also without her help, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. So not only does Lisa rely on volunteers, I also rely on help from other people, and vet nurses are a real key part of that. No, just can you show me how you walk, please? I know, sorry. When I'm working on an animal in surgery or assessing it when it's first come in, or Lisa brings me something that actually she says, like, I need your help to assess this, I'm often problem solving at the time that it's happening. So often in private practice, you'll get given a mini history of what that animal has been doing in the lead up to coming to see you, i.e. vomiting, diarrhea, or it's eaten something it shouldn't have. When I get a case at the rehab centre, often I get the history the second I'm examining it, with very limited history often. And so you have to look at the signs in front of you and you have to problem solve real time. So you can't look things up prior, you just need to have that knowledge in your head of what's normal, what's not normal, work back from first principles and problem solve there. Solve the immediate threats to life and then work back from there.
There has been a decline in hedgehog populations in the UK, resulting in the loss of 75% of the entire species since the year 2000 alone. The main causes of their decline are roadkill, lack of food supply, and lack of suitable nesting and hibernation spots.
Nick.
Nick. Yep.
Data is a real problem in wildlife. There's definitely not enough recorded data out there that we can work from. If there was enough recorded data that we could work from, we would have the textbooks available. We wouldn't have 10 different ways to treat pneumonia in hedgehogs. We would have one golden principle that we would work from, we would have one gold standard that we all work to, but there just simply isn't it, because it all works on anecdotal evidence. Oh, I had a case where I treated it with this and this worked. But up until now, there's no data recording that's happened. It's a big, big thing that we do, is we record everything. Every animal that comes in, no matter what it's had, why it's had it, everything is recorded, so we can look back, analyse that data, and start to improve from an evidence-based approach, not just from anecdotal evidence of cases.
We digitise everything, so then all of the data that we collect we can put onto Excel, we can then analyse that data, we can then start to make what's normal for hedgehogs, because there is no normals that are out there really. We can understand why we're having to put animals to sleep and see if we can prevent that happening in the future. We can also see if certain treatment plans are not working. And then that enables us to change in the future our treatment plans based on what we've learnt previously.
I don't just work with hedgehogs, I work with lots of different wildlife. It's always been a dream of mine to work with sea turtles, and it's something now that's realised. I work with them as their veterinary advisor. We're hopefully building a hospital for turtles, because again, this is a need that isn't being fulfilled. Turtles are often left untreated, thrown back to the sea, and nothing can be done. Recently, when I was in Cape Verde for the turtle season, sadly we had a mass stranding of pilot whales. On this occasion, after 6 long hours of being in the water with them, we didn't win that one. But what it has done is enabled us to get the correct equipment together from a very nice donor that has donated everything. And we're going back out there to teach the fishermen, the firemen, the policemen, local people how to use this equipment to better enable the next stranding event. It's going to happen, we just don't know when, but the next stranding event to be better dealt with, to give us more of an opportunity to help the species which often people don't know how to deal with, because it's very infrequent that you have to deal with them. But it's still very important when that equipment is available to you that actually you use it and you know how to use it. Working with charities abroad has shown me how collaboration is needed, and how it's no good just to have one expertise leading the conservation approach. It's no good just having biologists there that are the most knowledgeable people about the species but actually can't fix an individual when they need the help. And again, on the flip side, it's no good having a vet there who is amazing at treating the individual, but when it comes to the population side of things, has no idea. So it's shown me that there needs to be that collaboration between vets, rehabilitators, biologists, government officials, everything, in order to improve the current situation. It's no good just saying, well, that's how it is. You need to improve that situation. So then coming back to a more local view of it, when I'm back here, I've seen that actually rehabilitation and rescue centres are left on their own. Vets are often not involved or they don't know how to get involved. There's a lot of grey areas involved with the governing bodies, and they simply just don't want to give you an answer because it means they take responsibility. And so that often leads to vets not getting involved because actually they're scared to do something wrong, lose their licence. Obviously it's their livelihood. But in doing that, rescues have just been left to themselves. We called the new operating room Phil's Hedgehog Theatre. Now, Phil was a neighbour who was often asking lots of questions and was really inquisitive about hedgehogs. He loved them. He would often show me the pictures he had of hedgehogs in his allotment and in his house, and was really keen to get involved with Lisa's plans. And sadly, he passed away suddenly, just at the time where he had built a whole facility in his garden to take on injured hedgehogs. He'd built them a house, he'd built them a larder of food that they could have, he'd built them runs, he'd built them a woodland area, he'd built them a scrub area, dedicated the whole back of his garden to it. So it felt like the right thing to do because he was involved and he was really supportive of the project and was genuinely excited about it. So it felt like he could still be involved and he could still have his ambition to be involved fulfilled, just maybe not physically, but he's there and enabled us and pushed everyone forward to finish the project. Hence we have a picture that he made in the theatre. We have a picture of him in the theatre just to remind everyone in them tough days why we're doing it, and actually people do support our work. And as much as the criticism you'll get from people, there's always going to be that champion that always wants you to do well, and that's what Phil represented. So I get immense satisfaction when I have the ability to release an animal back to the wild. It reaffirms all of the hard work that's put in. It pushes you to do the next one. It pushes you to try with the next one. If I didn't get that satisfaction from it, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing the job. So releasing the animal is always the most important thing, and the more we can do that, the better you feel about your work, and actually it drives you to want to do better as well. So releasing animals is a hugely satisfying process because you know they've now got a chance, whereas before they were essentially dying because of whatever reason and you've managed to fix it.